Hi, my name is Jonathan Byrd, here to give you the information, inspiration, and the motivation that you need to write your own songs. Today, I'm going to talk about verse-chorus form, one of the oldest forms of song, right next to strophic songs, which I did a video on a couple weeks ago, right here. And I'm going to give you 5 ways today to think about the relationship between verses and choruses and craft effective choruses that deliver the emotional context to make people feel things when you sing your songs. The story of how verse-chorus form became a part of popular music begins at the birth of commercial music, with the first person who ever tried to be a professional songwriter for a living. His name was Stephen Foster. He wrote Camptown Races, Oh Susanna, My Old Kentucky Home, and other racist hits that I heard Bugs Bunny sing when I was on my mama's knee. So Stephen Foster worked in Cincinnati, Ohio for a little while. He wrote letters to friends about how he would walk around town and listen to work parties. He would have seen slave owners and their slaves. Although Ohio was a free state, Kentucky was not. It was right across the river, and there was a lot of river traffic. So he wrote about listening to these spirituals and work songs and imitating their style to create his own work. So really, we should start with these spirituals and work songs and see how choruses worked in those and how they inspired Stephen Foster to write his own version of that. So let's start with a spiritual that would have been sung at the time. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. You can see how not only is one line repeated, both lines are repeated. And as the verses develop, there would be something else sung, and then coming for to carry me home, something else sung, coming for to carry me home. And then everybody would sing this swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. It is almost strophic. You could argue that it's a strophic song, but really the chorus is designed to give everyone something to sing back. There would be a verse leader who would sing the verses, and then everybody else in the work party, the congregation, whatever, the group of people would sing the chorus back. And that is still true today. You go to a concert and people can sing the chorus of the song 200 years later. So let's look at a chorus of a Stephen Foster song and see what he borrowed and what he added to that. 'Tis a song, a sigh of the weary, hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Whoa, hard times come again no more. So you can hear how Stephen Foster adopted the repeating parts of the chorus. And you can also hear how he brought this more Eurocentric idea of melody into the chorus. So the only note that is not in the key of the song and the highest note of the song are both incorporated in quick succession in this phrase. 'Tis a song, a sigh of, you can hear how that note is not in the key of the weary. Hard times come again no more. And those two devices in quick succession make this chorus eminently memorable. It makes you want to hear it again right away. And that's the second way that you can make your choruses stand out in relation to the verse, is by changing the music and adding tensions, adding higher notes or lower notes that are not in the verse that makes your chorus stand out, makes it memorable, makes you want to hear it again. A third way to think about choruses and making them stand out in relation to the verse is by changing the chord structure underneath and using it to amplify the meaning of the song. This is a very simple, very plain-spoken lyric by Carole King, and she used the music to bring this level of meaning and sophistication to it in a brilliant way. Check this out. When you're down and troubled, and you need a helping hand, and nothing is going right. Close your eyes. Let's see. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there. Oh, it's so dark, to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, the one major chord. And you know, wherever I am, the 4 major chord, I'll come running to see you again. Right? And we've gone from this dark, minor, stormy place when you're down and troubled to this beautiful, bright, happy place. You've got a friend. Brilliant. Simple. Brilliant. A 4th way to make your verse and chorus contrast and have a conversation with each other is in this song by The Police. It's called Don't Stand So Close to Me. It also uses musical contrast to delineate the verse and the chorus from each other, but there's this shift in perspective that I want you to pay attention to. Young teacher, the subject of schoolgirl fantasy. She wants him so badly, knows what she wants to be. Inside him there's longing. This girl's an open page, bookmarking. She's so close now. This girl is half his age. Don't stand so. Don't stand so close to me. The only piece of dialogue in the whole song is in the chorus. So Sting tells this story from an impersonal third-person perspective and then suddenly slams us into first person where we feel the desperation and the chaos of the emotion in this piece of dialogue. Don't stand so close to me. And then he goes right back in the verse, goes right back to telling it in third person. 4th way to craft a chorus. You could begin and end with the same line, and this is very common in country music, beginning with a writer named Harlan Howard, who would begin with the title of a song, he would end the verse with the title of the song, he would begin and end a chorus with the title of a song. He made sure you never forgot the title of the song. But a song like, I've got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. I'll be okay. I'm not one for social graces. I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll slip on down to the old oasis. Oh, I've got friends in low places. You get the title at the beginning of the chorus and at the end of the chorus. And turning that rhyme at the end is so satisfying. That's Blackwell, Duane, and Lee Earl Budd. What a couple of great names, Blackwell, Duane, and Lee Earl Budd, and what a couple of great songwriters. Great job, guys. So a 5th way to craft a chorus and to bring a lot of meaning into the chorus that you didn't even have to write. This song by Michael Franti and Spearhead, it's called Hole in the Bucket. And they bring along an old folk song and all the meaning in that folk song to amplify the meaning of their own song. Walk into the store because I need a few items. The sun heats my blood like a hit of vitamins. Need to buy some food and some poo for my dreads. Can't remember why, but I need a spool of thread. Man with dirty dreads, he steps around the corner. He asks me for a dime, a nickel, or a quarter. I don't have any change, so I'm stepping along, but as I'm walking past, he sings to me a song. There's a hole in the bucket. Dear Liza, dear Liza. And throughout the song, this one simple line brings along this entire folk song and amplifies and connects to this cyclical reasoning that we use to justify not helping people who need help. Okay, I gotta throw one more in there because this is so cool. So way number 6 that you might use to make a verse and a chorus contrast and have a relationship with each other is irony. I love this example of irony. I heard this song around a campfire in Texas, and my friend Steve Gillette sang it. And it turns out he wrote it with another writer, David McKechnie. And it uses irony to amplify the meaning of the song in a very interesting way. Welcome to happy hour, blinking on the neon sign. She won't mind if I stop for just one. I could still make it home in time. This is the verse. As my eyes grow accustomed to the smoke and dimmed lights, I see the jukebox near the door. There she is in another man's arms, slow dancing across the floor. So this is happy hour. 2 drinks for the price of one. People laughing and having fun. What a great place to be. Oh, that hurts. That hurts so much. Welcome to happy hour. They gather here every day. Cheating's one of the games they play, and this time it's on me. I just think that's just brilliant. So there's 5 plus 1 ways to think about writing a chorus. What do we have? We have repetition, melodic variation, chord variation, bookending, meaning using the same line at the beginning and the end of a chorus, borrowing a line from another piece of work that the listener would already be familiar with. It brings that meaning with it. And the 6th one was irony. just for fun. So last week I introduced something called home play, like homework, but more fun. I called it home play. And my girlfriend didn't like the term home play. She was like, why don't you call it something that relates to song minors, your songwriting workshops, like panning for gold? And you know what's worse than like when your girlfriend doesn't like your ideas is when she comes up with a better idea. So, welcome to Panning for Gold. So the chorus of Don't Stand So Close to Me does such a cool, clever thing. I wanted to use it as our Panning for Gold today. So Sting takes the simple phrase, don't stand so close to me, and he breaks it up and recycles it into this unforgettable chorus. Don't stand so, don't stand so close to me. That's the whole thing. You can't ever forget it. It's brilliant. So I want you to take a phrase and break it into parts and do the same thing that Sting does here. Like, let's see. There's, I don't know, there's an old Southern saying that goes, sometimes it's self-deprecating. Like when somebody tells you you've done something great, they say, even a blind hog finds an acorn every once in a while. Oh, God, that's legit, isn't it? This is not the best idea in the world, but this is what writing is about, is putting the idea down. Don't wait for the best idea ever in the world. Just write down the idea that you have, and if you can beat it, then that's how you get there, is by writing down the dumb idea first. I'm just going to throw that idea out here. I'm not going to back up the tape and come up with a better idea just to like make you think I'm a better writer than I am. This is as good as I am, actually. Once you come up with that phrase that you've broken up, even a blind hog finds an acorn, even a blind hog finds an acorn every once in a while, you got to come up with a melody for it. So that kind of has a rhythm. Even a blind hog finds an acorn, even a blind hog finds an acorn every once in a while. That's not a great melody, but it's a melody, and I came up with it. So what's the story now that we have a chorus? What is the story that chorus gives emotional context to? Well, let's say there's kind of a dull, homely guy in your community, and he's got a beautiful, vibrant girlfriend. And you're just wondering, how the heck did that happen? Well, even a blind hog finds an acorn every once in a while. But let's say maybe you find out that this guy is not so dull. He's actually a pretty amazing dude, and you are the blind hog. For not realizing that this guy is so cool, and now you want to be his friend, and he becomes your friend. Even a blind hog finds an acorn every once in a while. So there's your Panning for Gold home play. I liked home play. Panning for Gold is pretty good, though. I appreciate it, darling. Let me know what you come up with in the comments. If you're a member of my Patreon community, you can send me a link there, and I will share that with my fans. Patreon.com/JonathanByrdMusic if you want to support this free online songwriting education that I'm creating for everyone. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications, and you will help other learners to find this information, inspiration, and motivation to write their own songs. And don't forget to write. Well, I can really spit when I turn on a camera. Something about turning on the camera is just like...